Hello and welcome to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Miss. Happy Turkey Day to those who celebrate in November. Gobble gobble and such. Enjoy the show.
Holy guacamole.
Hello! Mush mush!
Oh.
What?
What?
Is that a medical mask but in the shape of a...
It's not a medical mask, it's plastic.
Oh no, now I can see. I thought that was a goddamn, like a COVID, like the COVID medical mask I'm wearing, like a designer one. I was like, damn, that's fancy. Because like you're just sitting at just the right angle, I can't see your mouth move really easily, so I thought like it was made to look like Jaws. I was like, damn, I want one of those for the next, like, COVID flu outbreak. Hang on. It seems to be a universal constant that any day we record, I'm just, like, my schedule is just plumb full.
I'm sorry, love.
No, you're alright. I didn't think we had any laundry detergent, so, like, I went for my run. I had enough to do my chairs, the thing that the cover on my chair. But I was like, I better go get more to do the blanket that I sit with. And so I went for my run, and then I came home and talked to my grandma. I was like, yeah, we're out of laundry detergent. I don't know why. Got back. My mom goes, oh, yeah, no, I got 2 containers right behind a set of clothes that are hanging up. I'm like, ah!
Well, now you have extra.
Now we have tons.
How are you feeling, Mish?
Better.
You
I
sound slightly hoarse.
Yeah, I'm still hoarse, but I'm not.
She's only mostly dying.
Yeah, I'm only mostly dead. I'm not all the way dead. I just need to visit Miracle Max.
I'm so glad that we're all old enough that joke makes sense. I made this joke at work, and the kids that work for the high schoolers that work with me are like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, he's only mostly dead. Not all dead. We can still fix him. What do you mean he's only... What does mostly dead even mean, Cupcake? I'm like, oh, right. That movie came out like 15 years before any of you were born. And then one of them went, actually, it was 20. Look here, Sonny. In my day, we walked uphill in a raging snowstorm, both ways.
Oh, we're so old.
Well, that was like Tim talking to me. He's like, you have all your shit together. I'm like, Tim, I'm 15 years older than you. Like, anytime somebody, like, in their 20s is like, I haven't figured my life out. I'm falling behind. I'm like, you're not falling behind. Everything is fine. They sold you a bill of goods that you had to have your shit all figured out right this minute. And the reality is, most of us don't have our shit figured out until our 30s. Your parents are lying when they tell you that, like, they had their shit figured out in their 20s. They didn't. It was just a lot more, let's just say, socially acceptable to be married with children and have no fucking clue what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Also a lot easier because, inflation, the oligarchy. It's not true, Cupcake. That's not how it works. It's the poor and downtrodden that are ruining this country. Oh, you mean all the brown people? Sorry, I'm kind of on fire today. Anyway, in other news, I don't know if this is going to come through. It's back!
Citrus
Gamer Fuel!
Cherry. Oh, okay.
Gamer Fuel is back!
Oh.
I can finally finish Halo 2! Was it Halo 2 or Halo 3? I forget.
I have no idea.
So, fun story. This shit's 20 years old. Not this is brand new. But the flavor is 20 years old. Apparently, I'm told. Because the original Halo came out in 01 and like the second one came out like in 03.
Yeah.
Hi! I'm the constant reminder that we're ancient.
Yeah, and the original LOTR movies were coming out in the early 2000s too.
Mish.
The live action one.
I listened to 17-year-old boys talk about those old classic movies, you know, Fellowship of the Ring. Because they were they're high school seniors. You know, they were born in 2006, 5 years after the first one came out. So the movies were 10 years old by the time they would have any conception of what they even were. I'd like to remind you all that I say this only because you are literally within spitting distance of me age-wise, and I just want to share the pain of being old with you.
Yeah, not that I'm about to turn 39 or anything.
Right.
You know.
I mean, we're all of us are literally staring down middle age, and it's like, I don't feel like I'm middle-aged. Like, I remember my parents looking a lot older at this point. I don't want to hear any of that, well, you were young, and to them you would look... No. Seriously. People looked older in the past. I think we're just, like, living better as humans.
Yeah.
Because the people, like, in their 50s and 60s at work are like, what are you, like, 25? I'm like, I'm 36. What? Nothing. But yeah, that's been like what I don't know what you want to call it. Not the topic, but like the constant reminder in my life of how like I'm the adult in the room. You know, like a room of 20, you know, like 18, 17, 18, 19, 20 some year olds, mid 20s. Like I'm the adult in the room now. Like I'm the guy that's like, guys, we really should stop drinking by midnight so that we can all be sober so we can go to work in the morning. They're like, go to work? What? What is work? What do you mean go to work in the morning? I'm like, right, okay, I will be over here.
Yeah, also, unlike my own parents, I do not have 3 kids by this point in my life.
Oh, dude, like, I'm reminded constantly that, like, like, our parents already had like, a whole gaggle of children by this point, and we're, like, conceiving of, their retirements, and the rest of us, like, in this generation are going, like, what? How? What?
Yep.
Yep. I hate being the adult in the room.
It's weird, too, because it's not like...
Well, I don't hate
It wasn't...
it.
Yeah. It wasn't a gentle transition. It was just like suddenly one day you're the adult, and you're like, how am I the adult? Well, your adults are gone. What do you mean they're gone? They're gone. They've moved on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean they've moved on? Well, they're either dead or retired. I'm sorry, what? I'm in my 30s. I should not be the adult in the room.
Yeah, I had to make, like, appointments for my mother now.
Right.
I hate talking on the phone. Other than that, how we all doing? Everybody feeling frisky?
Yeah.
Something like that.
How was your... You said you didn't one and you walked?
Yeah, I did the loop like normal, but I went early today because I was trying to be ready in time for this and still managed to be like wildly out of whack as usual.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cold. Oh my god, is it cold. And somehow I like it like that. Like, I'm starting to realize I'm a fire aspect that wants to live in a land of ice. I just kept thinking, like, this is great. I love this. And everyone's going, it's so cold and windy. I'm like, it's amazing. What are you guys complaining about? This weather's awesome.
I can understand that.
Yep. I've got a sausage squeaking at me.
Aww.
Bork, bork. Oh, yeah. I got attacked by like a Yorkie today on my walk. It was amazing.
Oh.
Him and like his whole gaggle, like his owner, parent, whatever you want to call it, like she had a whole gaggle of these, and like the oldest one rolls up on me and it's just like I'm like, oh hi, aren't you a tough guy? He's like just going crazy. And she's like, Gary, stop it. He's not doing anything to you. He's just walking by. Like, he just keeps barking at me. I'm like, man, you are a tough dog. She's like, I promise he's not gonna bite you. I'm like, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. I probably have it coming. She just literally picks him up. She's like, Gary, come on, stop. He's not even doing anything to you. And I keep walking. I'm like, have a nice day. She's like, that's fine. Like, she's holding him and he's looking over her back going,
He knows what you've done.
yes, he does. Anyway, sorry, what were we talking about?
We were talking about your walk, so that was relevant.
Oh, and I'd like to state that I'm very upset that Sentai Filmworks finally revealed that they're doing a collector's edition of Amuro-chan Season 2. That only took like 10 years.
You're upset that it took so long?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I don't know when Season 2 came out, but its street date is February of 2024. And I'm going to buy it again just because I have, I finally bought Season 2, like the regular, like just the case DVD edition, like last year at some point, because like I'm like, oh, it's out, it's on sale. And I'm like, they're probably not going to do a special edition at this point. Like, it's been years. It's been years even since the physical edition came out. And then I get the email today saying the premium box set's coming. I'm like, you bastards.
Oh, hubby's not feeling well.
Oh no.
So we might have a hubby in the background.
It happens. Everyone is dying of the plague. The plague.
I lost my train of thought. I barely had it in the first place. You guys were watching classic cartoons last night.
Yeah. I did that instead of my dress up darling because I was like, you know what? That could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it was. I thought it was.
What kind of shows were
I don't know. I literally just I went on YouTube and went like 80s, 90s Satam, Saturday morning cartoon block. It just felt like somebody had literally recorded, beginning to add I don't know what channel it was, some random 90s, Saturday morning cartoon block. I just threw it on, and it was like, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Conan the Barbarian, God, what else? Dinosaurs and Cadillacs.
What the fuck?
Right? Like, I know all of these. I remember these. But the best part were the commercials. Because, they left the commercials in. So you had, do you remember, the wacky, popsicle commercials where the kid would, be eating one of the funny popsicles? And the one that stuck out to me was, Duke! The colors, Duke! The colors! I'm colorblind, kid. I laughed so fucking hard. I laughed so fucking hard. I had forgotten it even existed until the commercial played. I was just like, oh my god. That commercial's from when I was 7.
Okay.
And none of these, the popsicle products they were advertising, they haven't been in production in 20 years. But I remember these popsicles and remember begging my parents to buy them for me because, commercials.
Exactly.
Commercials that I
It was so
barely see
weird
these days.
Yeah, because Tim and I were talking about this. Like, commercials aren't nearly as interesting anymore because they've put so many regulations on it that, like, you don't get any fun commercials. It's all like, boring shit.
Yeah.
Like Pat found last night. Pat was shopping and found like Totino's pizza rolls, but they're White Castle sliders. Yeah, and I was like, I would love to see the commercial for that. Like, if I was watching YouTube and somebody advertised that in a funny way, I would probably buy a bag just to try it.
Yeah. Who says you need Harold and Kumar to go get you some White Castle?
Well, I mean, like, I get the whole, like, we're not supposed to, we're not supposed to, like, whatever, to, not supposed to advertise to kids because, questionable and stuff. But, like, I miss fun commercials. I miss commercials that did something funny or interesting to sell you a product. Now it's all, like, so corporatized. I mean, it was corporatized then, but you know what I'm saying? Like, at least it had some, like, it was funny, it was interesting.
It had
like, now it's like,
pizzazz.
yeah.
Thanks to ad blockers, most people don't see commercials.
Right.
Unless you're watching TV.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if those are the commercials, I wouldn't even care. I have ad blockers because the commercials are stupid. They're for, like, gotcha games and stuff. I'm like, I don't care. Or if they had like a greater assortment of ads. Like, they always advertise the same shit. It's like, Genshin Impact or whatever. It's like, okay, I get it, but I don't have any interest at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, if they advertised, like, I don't know. Fuck, I don't even know. Like, if they advertised, like, new TV shows or new shows or new stuff that's coming out, I might be interested. I don't know.
I don't necessarily watch TV anymore.
Right.
Like, and so it's like I don't really get exposed to ads anymore. So it's like if I want to get stuff, I'll look for it and get it myself. Like, yeah.
Sorry. Yawned there. We still have cable in this household for some goddamn reason. Mostly because my mother watches it.
It's like we just got it back at our house because Grandma's staying with us, and I'm not impressed. I am not impressed by the commercials they're coming up with.
Well,
Also, like, you can tell they know who they're what should I say? Like, all the commercials are for old people. Anyway,
mostly.
Demographic.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
We watched the morning news together. I was about to say in the morning, but that seems redundant.
No, I watch it at night. Tape it, watch it when I get home.
And most of the commercials are just for legal help.
Right.
Okay, so that reminds me. There's like a guy who's notorious where I live. He's a lawyer. Technically, you're not supposed to promise that you'll win everything, right? But he's like, I'll make them pay. It's just,
Right.
it's just hilarious. Like, hold on a minute.
Oh.
He's just like he's completely bald, and it's like hilarious. It's basically like a meme now.
Right.
So that's the dude. All right, I'm going to
Oh!
switch.
Whoa!
That is vaguely familiar.
Yeah,
1 second, I'm switching over to my mobile phone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's Tim Misney. I'll make them pay. It's like he kind of looks like the generic villain number 2, a little bit, or something like that.
I mean, that ring ain't helping.
Yeah.
Nor is that one eyebrow.
Yeah. I know. He's had commercials and billboards and shit while making them pay as a lawyer. And technically, you're not supposed to promise that you'll make them pay because there's no guarantee that you'll make them pay. But he does it anyways and kind of became a meme. So, yes, I see you, L Sausage. The front door open. Oh, that's what you want. Okay. Your sunspot's gone already. I know, it stinks. We'll see that. This is,
Everyone but me is dying, and I don't know why.
I don't even go outside usually. Stupid.
Yeah, but there's people in your house that do, and they bring it home to you.
Stupid outbreak monkey hubby.
Well, see, last night, I wasn't. The night before last, I woke up at least twice before the alarm. Today, I after I crashed, I was like, oh, sleep. And then I heard hubby throwing down the dog bed from upstairs.
Oh boy.
And I was like, oh, because he usually does that as he tosses it down so he can carry the dog down the stairs. I was like, oh, I didn't wake up. So I'm kind of figuring that's a plus,
Right.
And yes, I'm still coughing, but it's not as bad.
Right.
Or
I'm always confused by the people who are like, yeah, you'll have a cold for a few days, you'll be better. I'm like, who the fuck only has a cold for 2 days? I'm over here sick for weeks at a time. Sorry, anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you go. Need to go look for some more Dayquil upstairs.
What do we think about the Legend of Zelda movie?
It stinks.
Jury's out for right now.
I'll wait till we know more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm interested to see how they would deal with folks who are just humanoid, like Prince Sion.
Right. Well, I have the sensation. Right. I have the sensation that all of the non-Hylian characters are going to be played by, or not played, but they'll be, CGI.
Probably. Or from the Thor movies with Korg.
Right.
Or Thanos, where it's like they have something on the top of their head so people know where to look when they're talking to them. And then CGI from there.
Right.
Yeah, I realized, I'm like, I didn't take Dayquil to help with the meat snacks. And then maybe why I'm coughing a little bit more. But yeah, I'm actually kind of interested to see how they'll do it. I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever redo either Dragon Ball Z or Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Dude, they're remaking Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
Like live action?
Yeah.
No.
This time it's a lot more like both the company, like I forget Viacom, I forget who owns Nickelodeon. And the original creators are a lot more involved this time.
That's good.
Mostly because the last one was a critical bomb.
Yeah, like everyone's like, we're going to like the one Batman movie with George Clooney where they're like, we're pretending this movie does not exist. Thanks.
Oh, I love that movie. It's so campy.
What movie?
Yeah.
The one with George Clooney. It's very Adam West-y.
Yes, yeah. And to some extent, I think there's a market for that, like the silly, goofy Batman.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, what's more amusing is like what I would actually pay good money for: a live action Batman Beyond. Get Michael Keaton to play Bruce Wayne.
Oh, Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, play like Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond, and then have I don't even know. Pick whoever you want. I don't have like anybody that's like that would be Terry McGinnis, but like like it would be because Terry McGinnis is so much like more jokey than Bruce Wayne. Like they literally bring up that he's the only he's probably the only person who could ever defeat the Joker because he's like, oh, you want to make jokes? Let's make jokes. Come on. It's like it's not funny. You're not funny.
I don't know enough about Batman Beyond, so I'm like,
didn't they have a movie where he kind of did defeat the Joker?
Yeah, well, was it Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker? He comes back in the Batman Beyond time frame, whatever, and there's a whole thing about like the final duel between Terry McGinnis as Batman and the Joker is like he literally brings up to the Joker while he's hiding in the rafters of like the Joker's funhouse. He's like the original man couldn't beat you. He's just too serious. You want jokes? Let's go. And basically just starts making fun of him, and he's like, "You're not funny. You're not funny. Stop."
It's been so long since I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, same. I'm just saying, like, I just remember that being the big thing is like the Joker relies on Batman being super serial. So like a Batman that isn't like grim and brooding is just like doesn't work for him. I mean, his shtick doesn't work as well against a Batman who's like, you want to play this game? Let's play this game. Just like the best Batman stories are all the ones where Bruce is showing his humanity.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen some like screenshots and stuff from like the animated series,
right?
Where, well, especially with the one girl who was like experimented on,
Ace.
And they were sitting on the swings.
Yes.
And am I going to die?
Yes. No, she doesn't say, am I going to die? She says, I'm going to die soon. Will you stay with me? He doesn't say anything. He just sits down on the swing next to her and holds her hand.
Yep.
She knows the brain tumor is going to like basically explode soon and she's going to die of a brain aneurysm. It's like, will you stay with me till the end? And he just doesn't say anything. He just sits down and holds her. And then the final scene where all the like reality she's warped goes back to normal, and then it shows Batman carrying her out of like the castle or whatever. They're like, what happened? And he's like, isn't it kind of obvious?
Like, she's dead. Like, yeah.
Right.
It's like I gave her. It's like I stayed with her and.
Or I think he says it's over, but yeah.
Yeah.
he doesn't say anything about what he did. He just goes, they go, what happened? He goes, it's over. And he's carrying her body. Like, well, what'd you do? It's like, he just doesn't say anything. He just hands her over and walks away. And they're like, well, that was.
This has nothing to do with Batman.
What?
I was scrolling the news, and apparently there might be a prequel to Red Dwarf in development.
Well, that's okay.
Am I the only person that cares about Red Dwarf?
No, I like Red Dwarf, but does it work without all the characters if it's a prequel? Like, what?
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure my brain is getting the correct what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
my brain is like, I think I know what the Red Dwarf is. Okay, what's this dude doing? I ordered coffee through DoorDash, and this guy's been like stuck in the center of town for like 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so let me see here. Red Dwarf. Oh yeah. Okay, kind of. That's what I thought. Oh, is it the one where it was the British sci-fi show from the late 80s? Hello?
Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't. I just heard you there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I said yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. Where, yeah, he's like the last person alive.
Yeah, he's the
Or
last
last known
human?
human alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose the prequel would probably talk about what happened.
Right.
Jeez, like, oh yeah, a bunch of freaking notifications at once. Like,
Ooh.
oh yeah, I think, hold on a minute, let me look. I don't know for sure, but the recent episode of Loki comes out today. I'm seeing if it's the. Oh, good. They sent me a message. Apparently, traffic is horrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, for all time, always. So that's season 1. I'm like, no, I'm on season 2. Okay, so it hasn't come out yet. So, seeing as look at season 1. Seeing as season 1 has 6 episodes, and last week was episode 5. This is probably the season finale.
Right.
So,
I
which will be
am
interesting.
so behind on everything Marvel.
I
It's
just
okay.
stopped trying. I was like, I'm done. It's just, it's spiraled way too far out at this point.
Yeah, like,
You can't keep
well,
up with
like,
it.
well, that's kind of me with the Star Wars stuff. Because at first, I
Oh
was
yeah.
just behind on like the animated Star Wars stuff, but now I'm
Yeah.
behind on like the Mandalorian and Ashoka and this and that, and I'm like, let me just. I couldn't even finish the Han Solo movie. I tried.
I'm told it's not very good, but I never sat down to watch it.
Mm. It wasn't necessarily the best.
And, like, that's
So
really
I'm
too
like,
bad too.
yeah, I'm not going to be torn up if I don't finish this. Like,
I mean, like, if they did nothing else, they could have literally just done the events that led up to Han Solo and Chewie meeting up, and that would be a movie.
yeah. Exactly.
I mean, there's so. I mean, like, I'm sure I've never seen the movies. So I don't know what they cover, but you know, like there's so much stuff. Like, Han Solo is a rogue. Like, there's so much you could do with that and have an interesting movie.
Exactly. Ah.
Hmm.
Excuse me as I hack up lungs.
Right.
It's okay. I mean, it's not
Don't give
okay
her
that you're
permission
hacking
to
up.
die. What's wrong with you?
I'm not.
She can't die until the work is done.
I'm not saying it's okay that she's hacking up lungs. It's okay.
Mm.
In general. I don't know.
Right.
So we watched Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes. Yes.
That's the second one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The first one was
I
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
yeah, I haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse yet.
Oh my god. You are missing out.
Yeah.
Oh, I already
Yeah.
know everyone is simping over Miguel, so it's okay. Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse came out and everyone was like, drop pants for Miguel. I'm like, oh my god. Folks, leave the morally gray villain alone. Whap. Haven't we learned from Loki? Whap. Come on, leave him alone. Whap. Leave the tortured soul alone. Whap. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure that it's funny because I just got reminded that I have the nickname Another Server Twitter Tycoon for a very specific reason that I can usually find the good shit because I've curated the Twitter algorithm to the point where it's like Overwatch, Call of Duty with the with some like D&D dice and other random randoms. So I can usually pretty easily find stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I could probably find a lot of fan art of Miguel O'Hara. Yes. Okay. Swear to God. If this guy went next door, I'm gonna laugh. Because this happened from time to time where it's like they've dropped it off next door and I'm like, hello. Hold on. I'm going to need to. So that's why. Oh, yep. They actually had to turn around. So I don't need to walk over next door. Yay. Oh, yes. Woof.
Enjoying your gamer fuel.
It's good. I've forgotten how much I love this flavor. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for. I think it's next Friday, not this one, but the one after the new Mario or the Mario RPG remake comes out. And I'm just all consumed for the next week. Don't you shake your head at me.
I will do what I want.
Some of us are pro gamers. We can't help it.
Oh, I did get another play of the game earlier
Well, that's
in
good.
Overwatch. Not surprisingly, it was with Junkrat again. I tend to get my plays of the game with him. I've actually there's in the download folder I have on my computer. I've actually made different folders for the different characters, and the one that has the most is my Junkrat one.
Right.
Because usually when I just go ham with him is when I'm having the most fun, and I get, even if I don't get play of the game a lot of times, it's like I actually in one of my games earlier I was saw the most non-toxic text chat ever. It's because when someone was like, oh, I'm trying, guys, I really suck at DPS, and it's like, you know what, quick play is for trying things out, practicing, yada yada. Just have some fun. I'm like, dudes, like, is this like a miracle? Like, usually it's either silent or people are like, oh, you guys suck, or DPS stiff, or I'm like, bros, like, this is great. I love this. Can we have more of this? Yes. Understanding that quick play, you're there to practice with and you're there to have fun. I'm like, thank you. Although, like, because someone mentioned in another channel on one of my other servers, like, you guys wouldn't last much past silver. I'm like, oh, I'm quite well aware that if I went comp, I wouldn't survive much past silver. I'm like, I'm aware that with, like, against good players with, like, several different, I have, like, good Genji players, good Doom players, I don't last very long against them in quick play, let alone comp. So I'm there to have fun. And also to, like, be in voice chat, to have the malicious kindness, or just be a troll gremlin. Be like, I'm here to have fun. Yeah, maracas. Like, da 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 da. Let's go have some fun.
No one's like expecting you to go up against players from like whatever it is, like the Champion League or whatever.
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's outrageous. I mean, you're good, but no one our age has got the time to be like pro
oh yeah,
level.
oh yeah. Like I think I mentioned here. Let me see here. Let me go to that channel. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I would. Heck no, I wouldn't. I don't survive good Genji Doom Tracer players very well. I was like, I know for a fact I will most likely not play Genji ever because of his game mechanics. And I was like, if I ever quit my day job and got a gaming PC and could play the hours needed to get good at these characters and get good at the gameplay, maybe. But at this point, it's unlikely to happen. And also take into account my mindset when I first went into this stuff, I'm going to have fun. Like, I'm here to have fun. I know. And I did not grow up gaming either. Like, my first and only gaming system that was not computer was an Atari. Like, we did not have any gaming systems. My parents maybe got us, like, they got us the one Star Wars game, Star Wars Episode 1 game, and, like, the first ever Lara Croft Tomb Raider game where she has the triangle boobs.
Right.
And that's it. So I'm like, I don't have the years of practice with a gaming system and controller. And I don't have the time to devote hours every single day to this. Would it be nice? Yeah. But there are people who have been playing every single day for the past, like, 5 years, or ever since they first came out in 2016 with Overwatch 1. So it's like, they're going to be the ones who are up to date and they know how the mechanics work and they know what works well for them. And there's, like, no point in me sitting there and trying to catch up with them because it just won't work. And it's like, that's me being realistic about it. Like, like, yeah. It would be nice, but yeah, shit ain't gonna happen. So might as well just go in there and have fun and kind of be like having fun with Overwatch. If you're not going to have fun with Overwatch, why are you here in this game? Do. I mean, yeah, that's just my little brain. Yeah, I know, Stinky. Okay, come on, let's go outside. Come on. Come on, Stinky Boo Boo. Hey. Hey. Come on. Yeah, you go do business. Good job. Yeah, there's also the thing of like, I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt and I have a sweater on. And I'm like going through like the hot flashes a little bit. I'm like, hopefully I'm sweating this out. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, come on. Let's go back inside. Hey, Stink. Come on. Come on. Thank you. All right, I'm going to be switching back over to PC.
Okay.
There she
Alrighty.
is.
Rawr.
Roar. So Omegle is dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing or seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
That's the random chat program. It's a video chat service that randomly connects you to users.
Oh, like Omegle?
Yes.
All right. Oops. Yeah, Baxter, I know. Oh, man. That's sad.
I've never used it, but a lot of great memes came out of it. A lot of bad things came out of it too, but
Yeah. That's sad because let me find it here. Hold on. Um I'm gonna have to find this because there's a guy who Michael Landis who would play stuff. But yeah, I shared the couple things where he would basically the pianist would be in like a Michael Myers outfit and then he like request a song and then another friend would come in like the first one came in as Jason and then as Pennywise.
Right.
Mm.
Play the violin and they would just, surprise people. It got to the point where people were recognizing him. Like, oh my gosh, it's not Michael Landis, dude. Oh my god.
Wow. What? Transgender people can now be baptized? What is this madness? Somewhere a whole bunch of cardinals are threatening to commit suicide because the Pope opened his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Just in your little bed, stinker. Yeah, something like that.
So long as it does not cause scandal, whatever the fuck that means.
I mean, if I remember correctly, the Pope, one of the recent popes, was like, "Yeah, we baptize aliens." So I guess if they're willing to baptize aliens, I guess it's good that they're willing to baptize trans people. I don't know.
It's not even that. They're allowing their participation in the church. Really what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm one of those Easter Mass people, so
I'm one of those no mass people. So they had nothing to explain.
mm.
I haven't been to church since we buried Grandpa, and that was only out of respect for him. Otherwise, I wouldn't even got into it.
Apparently, they're
Like,
still not recognizing same-sex marriage, though, so fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, that fucked him pretty good. It's like, folks, you do realize, like, yeah. Although that reminds me, at some point want to continue watching the Hell's Bell series. Took a screenshot as to where I left off.
The what series?
It's a TikTok series, Hell's Bells, where it's the help desk, help with 2 L's. Then there's the front desk, but so it's like the help desk, and so like, people like basically them getting to rip Karen's a new butthole, but it's a lot of fun, like, and they dealing with the different people there dealing with their own trauma, their family members coming down. One of them even got married to a demon prince. Another one got engaged to a demon prince. Then there's Sharky, who is in a shark onesie and is asexual and does not like the sex sticky stuff. Ew, gross.
You gross.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's just so sticky. Hold on. There you go. There's an example.
Okay, I'll have to watch this later, otherwise it's going to be in the recording.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. Probably
Yes.
because of it's on TikTok, and I
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
just don't do TikTok unless people
Yeah.
post it to me.
Yeah, it's like a 400 part series, so that's why like I kept taking screenshots because it would like reset and not stay where I wanted it to stay. So like take a screenshot and keep watching it.
Okay.
So she plays like 7 to 10 different characters.
Happy books. What? Happy books came. What? No, Bob! It's for you. You asked for the deodorizer.
Oh,
Those 2 canisters of deodorizer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always smile when I hear your mom because I'm like, the Minnesota comes
Right.
out.
And she
But
has
you just-
lovely legs.
Yes.
Some people's children.
Okay. Did you see I tagged you in something on Facebook?
Yeah, I'll watch it later.
Okay. It was just funny because I'm like, oh my god, I remember seeing this dishware growing up. Hey, go find it in music. Anyways. What else? Oh yeah, I just finished one server exchange for AO3. I'm gonna sign up for another one. Maybe 2 of them. So, and got it. So I need to figure out which, because I was gonna go with 1 prompt because you give 3 prompts of what you would like. So I'm like, oh, I'll go with this one, and then I'm like, maybe this one, maybe this other one.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. I'm just work here.
Hubby and I have been catching up on Doctor Who because we are very much behind. We're in the Peter Capaldi section.
Ah.
We're in the part where his companion is Bill. And, he's stuck. Well, mostly stuck. Not really stuck. On Earth. Watching over Missy in her little, vault. I don't know what actual episode we're on because I am terrible. They just got rid of the monks, I want to say? which was a very good section.
Hmm? Everything freeze.
Huh?
Huh? What's going on?
Rada rada?
Rah-rah-rah-rah.
Just talking about Doctor Who.
Oh. He says not having watched Doctor Who in years.
There's so much of it.
It's indeed true.
Oh, hubby's not coming home. He couldn't get covered.
Shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
You watched... What the fuck was it called? The terrible one. Show bitch.
Yeah, the one I still haven't finished.
Oh, you haven't finished it? Oh my god.
I still have. Okay! I keep meaning to watch the last 2 episodes, but stuff keeps coming up. And, yeah, I was gonna do it this morning, but then I decided, to be productive, like some sort of fucking loser. Took a shower, washed my bedding. Ugh. I really need to remember to wash the. It's mostly this thing that sits on my. I don't even call it the comfort that sits on my chair. I need to wash this more than like once every couple of weeks because oh my god, the what comes out of the washer smells terrible.
Ugh.
And I wash this by itself. It doesn't wash. I mean, okay, I wash it with I have a pillow under me, and I wash the pillowcase and this together. But the water comes out like gray purple, and it smells like death. I mean, it smells clean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it smells like all the, like, I must just be, like, sweating, like, crap out of me or something because, ugh. Because I washed, like, the next thing that goes in is I have the blanket that sits on, that I sit under or whatever, that cover up with. There we go. I can English. And, yeah, like, that, the water comes out purplish, but it doesn't smell bad.
Okay.
Although I did get the, what do you call it? I saw that they had the ultra version of the little packets of laundry detergent we use. So I'm trying that to see how that works.
Okay.
Because I'm an adult and that's something that I'm like, a quote unquote stronger version? Well, let's try it.
When things don't come out smelling right, because we use Arm & Hammer with odor booster for our laundry detergent,
Yeah.
and if that doesn't work, we have this product called Odabon.
Yeah. No. This comes out smelling great. The wastewater that the thing is pouring out smells horrifying when it drains. And believe me, the washer is clean. Like it's not like
Yeah.
I am when the next load that goes or whatever the next cycle is gonna be. I'm putting a packet of cleanser in because I opened up the. We don't normally use liquid detergent. Oh, we have liquid detergent. I usually use the little packets or whatever you want to call it, the pods.
Yeah.
And I opened up the thing because I thought we were out of pods, and the thing that holds the liquid detergent was all full of mold. I'm like, ew. So I had to pop it out and like wipe it down and stuff before I used it.
Well, I was just saying because we have cats who are occasionally assholes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a territorial thing or a.
I mean, animals are just animals to some extent.
Yeah. So occasionally we just need like a little boost.
Yeah.
And Autobahn is that little boost.
Yeah, the packets I use, like we buy the fancy ones, so they come with that already in the mix. Not Autobahn, it's the Oxy Boost, but it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I got today. I got a bag of the Ultra version. I've never seen it before, so I'm trying that on the blanket that I sleep with because it basically absorbing all of the sweat and whatnot.
Autobahn also
Yeah.
makes a really good Febreze alternative.
What, Oxy Boost?
Autobahn.
Oh yeah,
So, like, especially in the summer, if hubby's like sweated horribly through his work clothes, but he needs them for the next day or something,
right.
and then hang them.
Right. Oh yeah, because I mean, you guys have like the laundry room, or whatever. You're not like here where it's like like 3 nights ago I got Chipotle and like a little bit of the juice spilled as I was unwrapping it. So then like my jacket and my work shirt smelt like smoked meat all night. So like when I got home, I just took both and threw them in the washer because it's right there.
Yeah.
Like literally came down and changed. I just threw them in the wash and threw a pot in after them. I'm like, good, whatever, take care of it.
I wish these apartments had laundry actually in the apartments, but then they'd be so much more expensive.
Right,
But the pipes are so old they can't do that.
right. They're just not built for it.
God, I wish we could move. But we didn't have to pay a deposit to live here, so.
Right,
Because we know the landlords.
right.
Yeah. Still remember it was funny because one of our first pieces of mail at our new house, way back when, was something from our old apartment complex telling us that the rent was going up. It's like it was just hilarious. Like, hey, guess what? The rent's going up at Jabbertron. Okay. Laugh.
Right.
So, well, I know, like, I surprised some people, like, when I said, yeah, I haven't watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet. And they're like, what? I'm like, nope. Like, I know what happens. I know major plot point, major plot point, major plot point, major plot point. I just don't know how they get circled together. And then there's the new Marvel series, like the Marvels series coming out. That's between Captain Marvel, the one character from WandaVision, that basically became a superhero.
I always forget her name.
I forget her name right now. And then Miss Marvel. So I haven't watched Miss Marvel yet, but it's apparently with the three of them, as well as cameos, I think, by Maria Hill and Nick Fury. I had to think for a second. I'm like, I know the face.
It's getting good reviews.
Hmm?
The movie, it's getting good reviews.
That's good.
It's like a very fun romp.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like they're just like everybody else, and then Captain Marvel shows up wearing fucking Crocs and like burping around a piece of pizza. Yeah, Cupcake, my hubby's like that, like you with Marvel. He's like, yeah, he's seen like no Marvel, so he would basically have to watch everything. But
I spent I don't know how much time before, I don't know if it's Endgame or Apocalypse, whatever, but like the end of the last cycle where they fight Thanos and Snap figure or whatever. Like And like I watched everything. I hadn't watched anything. I watched all the movies I had missed up until that point, so I would know what's going on. And then I like saw how much was coming out like on like Disney Plus or whatever, and I was just like, you know what? Like in the next cycle, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. It was one thing when you had to keep up with the movies, but then they were like, oh, you won't get the new Thor movie if you haven't been watching Loki, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't actually know if that was it, but you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, you won't know this unless you've been watching this TV show. And I'm like, done, out, no. Like, that's just that. It's one thing to be like, you know, oh, there's, you know, if you haven't watched the last movie, the next movie may not make sense. Or if you haven't seen, you know, this movie that came out in between, it might not make sense. But they're like, if you haven't watched these 3 TV shows, these 2 movies, this new movie won't make any sense. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's a little bit much.
Mm.
I mean, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but that's what it feels like every time. They're like if you're not going to get any of like what's going on right now if you haven't been paying attention for like the last 5 years. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
You're really not.
I mean, like, I get it and I understand, but it's like in the same breath, like you're asking a lot of people with the amount of media that's out there.
Yeah.
And I'm also grumpy about it because I work all the time. So like they're like, did you see this movie? Did you see this? I'm like, no, I haven't seen anything. All right, because I'm here working because you sons of bitches can't be because you're watching movies. They're like, you're gonna grumpy. Like, I will end you. No one will mourn your loss. I mean, honestly, at this point, like, anytime we have a movie night, like, Kiki throws something on, that's the only way I'm going to catch it, because at this point, like, I'm not going out of my way to watch the shit. Like, I brought up I had seen the Spider-Verse, like, you're only 6 months late. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
sorry I don't go to the movies when the shit comes out.
yeah, it's like I think I've said before, like the only movie that I am absolutely 100% for sure going to make an effort to see in theaters is the second Dune movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
But that's the one where I'm like, for sure. Everything else, I'm like, I'll wait till it comes out on XYZ streaming service.
I'm going to go see The Boy and the Heron, like, when that comes out in movie theaters.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's a Ghibli film. But, like, otherwise, like, my other argument is, like, as far as, like, the anime stuff goes, like, they're getting real big on the 1 weekend only. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah. Mm.
Or, like, one night. Sentai Filmworks had one, like, Through the Gateway or something. And it came out on a Friday night. It was the only time they were playing it was on a Friday night that I had to work. And I'm like, guess I'm waiting for the Blu-ray.
Yep.
I forget what the hell was that movie called? I cannot play from your not. The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. Like, it was only in theaters for like a weekend, but it was the weekend I had to work, so it was like, I'm not gonna see it, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything new that I'm going to see in theaters yet. I'm seeing Ghost in the Shell next month, but that's not new.
Oh yeah, for the anniversary or whatever.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, my work is being an assistant on telling us about frickin' spikes.
About what? Oh, spikes.
Yeah, where it's gonna be higher than level call volume. It's like, you're getting this message because you're trained in some programs. And then, like, like there's a group text from like a supervisor. It's like, "Happy Thursday, Spike Warriors." I'm like, "You motherfucker." I'm like, "I don't give a flying fuck."
Right.
Nope. I was like, "I don't." Because I've been working here long enough and already gave enough of myself with overtime in a cost department. I'm like, I don't care. It's not my fault. It's not my job to worry about the fact that you apparently don't have enough people who could do the job correctly to work these extra spikes. Oh, but extra money and rewards points and but no. You need to give me more than just more money and more points. Please, thank you.
Woo.
I
How
was
dare
like,
you make demands?
I know, right? It was like for like 5 or 6 years, I had to watch like all the communicators get a bunch of cool stuff, and we weren't able to do that. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of going back and also rereading some of my old fics a little bit here. I can't believe like this doesn't seem so long ago, but like my first published fic on AO3 was in October of 2021, which was 2 years ago. And right now I have 67 works all together. I'm like, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's like so much.
Seriously, guys, everything since like COVID hit has been just a blur.
Right?
I mean, I was
So,
walking today, like looking around, going like, it's gonna be like Thanksgiving's in 2 weeks.
Yep.
yep.
I remember like the months used to drag on. Now it's like, oh hey, look, it's New Year's. Wasn't it just like August? Yeah, I know, but it's New Year's now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's been feeling like the last couple of years. Just like, oh hey, look, it's June. Oh my God, it's December. It's March. Why is Cupcake in the corner screaming? He says it's been 10 years. 10 years since what? He just keeps yelling, it's been 10 years.
Is he okay? No, he's not.
There was this moment where I was talking to like, the high school guys, and like I realized that like the games I grew up with are now, for all intents and purposes, like Neolithic. They're like the way I looked at Pong.
Yep.
Because we were talking about the new Mario, and they're like, yeah, it reminds me a lot of Super Mario World. What, the game for the old Nintendo? I'm like, what's for the Super Nintendo? Like, yeah, but that's old Nintendo. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, there's been 3 or 4 since then. I'm like, yeah, my dad played that like when he was a kid. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I don't know what people saw in those games. I'm just like, oh, you're making me feel old.
So old.
So
What's up?
old.
Oh, I was like, so old. So old.
So
Like, there's
old.
just this moment when, like, the high school kids are like, you're old enough to be my parent. I'm like, shut up.
There was something I was gonna look up. What was it? No, go down.
I love it.
Oh, I approve of the Mothman pin. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through a thingy.
Yes, Mothman.
Yes, though, and then there's the Mothman statue with the awesome butt cheeks.
Yes.
Wait, something about butt cheeks?
It's the Mothman statue. That's that's apparently got really good, like really defined butt cheeks.
Okay.
So copy. So there's from the front.
That just looks
And
like a suit. Oh. Oh, wow. Damn, you weren't kidding.
yep. The butt chick is. In Point Pleasant, West Virginia. So there's apparently the Mothman Museum, the Mothman Festival. Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot. Happy Godzilla month.
Yay!
It's Godzilla month?
November 3rd is Godzilla's anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
I forget how old Godzilla is, but like 60 or something like that? I'm not gonna bother to look it up. Oh, Godzilla is currently 69.
Ooh la la.
Nice.
Yeah, hi Dusty, stinky weenie. Ah, fix your blankie. There. I always have a soft spot for Mothra, though.
I love Thursday morning jazz.
I've been listening to this while we've been podcasting, and it's amazing.
I mean, I can't listen to it right now, but
No, I know.
Let's see here. I may have to use that for later. No! Sorry, I got a YouTube ad for something that I deal with at work. And it's like, nope. Alright.
All I can ever think of with Godzilla now is that clip of burning Godzilla destroying. What the hell is the three-headed monster called?
King Ghidorah?
Yeah! Ghidorah, like, shoots this beam at Godzilla, and she's just like. You just see the spine, like, she's on fire. You just see the spines go. Whoop, 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 whoop. That just, like, unhinges her jaw, just like. Like. Oh my god. And, like, just evaporates Ghidorah. It's like. Oh, shit.
Although, I did actually, the one that reminds me of like, the really unhinging of the jaw is the Shin Godzilla version.
It might be Shin Godzilla. I don't even know. I saw the clip and I was just like, I'm sorry, what?
mm-hmm.
So just put the GIF in. So like that one, it's like where it's unnaturally wide that you don't usually see from Godzilla.
Right.
And also the funny thing is there was a like like that Godzilla had like a preform. So like I just put another one, like it started off like that. And I was just like, what? And so it started off like a salamander type thing.
Right.
Like and then kind of went into the
traditional Godzilla.
yeah. Let me see here. What is this?
This is what I was talking about. I was trying to find the clip.
Let me see here. Oh, this movie. Okay.
Yeah.
This one. Okay. Sorry.
But you can like hear her powering up.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Oh yeah, the wham 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 wham
Right.
wham.
Boom. Wow, 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 wow. Just such a fuck you moment. Just you get to hear her powering up. Like anytime you're fighting anything and you hear that wom wom noise, you just know shit's about to get real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if it's like a proton thrower in Ghostbusters, but just the sound of something humming into life. It's like, well, we're fucked.
Yeah. We're fucked. Although when the one Godzilla more recent ones,
Yeah.
and I was like, you've watched enough Godzilla movies to ID the monster by their sound. Because
Right.
I heard it, I went, that's Mothra. It's
Right.
Mothra. Love of my life, darling Mothra.
Oh, Mothra.
I just love how like no matter what monster they put Godzilla up against, Godzilla just remains like the top contender. Doesn't matter how unimaginably powerful the enemy monster is, it's just Godzilla.
Ooh.
Because I remember we were watching I think Godzilla vs. Kong, and then like Mecha Godzilla appears, and like Godzilla just like looks at it and it's just like, fuck you! Well, fighting King Kong.
And then my brain, I got hummed a little bit, and then my brain started doing the one Star Wars theme. I'm like, okay, guys.
Like which one? Like when they're walking in the throne room to get their medals, or
no, it's like I can't remember like where we would hear it.
is it good
But it's
guys or
like
bad guys?
it's like it's good guys, but it's like a sadder theme. It's like da da da.
Oh yeah, it's not one of the victorious themes.
No, yeah, it's like either sad or like thoughtful,
Yeah,
kind of.
it's like when you hear Midna's lament in a Zelda game.
Oh, I'm also kind of waiting for the final Stranger Things series to come out. Final season.
Man, I gotta watch that. So many things to watch.
Don't remind me. Good. All right. Time flies.
When you're having fun. Woo! Whee!
What are we reading about? What's going on? Wait, what? Hot
What?
One's got Louis Theroux? Jesus Christ!
What's happening?
Hot Ones, the wing people.
Yes.
This week's interview is Louis Theroux.
Off the top of my head, I don't know who that is.
I don't even know how to put it into words. Wow. Let me see if I can find what he's famous for. No, I don't want the entire fucking... There we go. He's a journalist. That's about all I can remember off the top of my head.
British American documentary and journalist, actor, author, broadcaster.
Yeah.
I see his face, but it's not clicking. I could literally just never seen anything by him. Fly! But good for them. And good for them. As well.
It's not really like... He's not really famous in the sense of like, ooh, he was in this. It's like he's a legitimate like journalist. Like not like CNN journalist, like actual like...
Good journalist.
Yeah. Like he's doing real like... I don't want to say academic because I don't think that's the right word, but like this is like when people talk about like journalism in the traditional sense, this is like the kind of shit he's doing. It's not like a newscaster in like traditional, like it's not like modern TV news. It's like a dude who's actually like bringing information to the people.
Some nice awards.
Yeah.
Who is this we're talking about?
Louis Theroux.
Thank you for.
And she's God. God, I say God.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Doesn't really affect it. Like, it's just like not the kind of person you expect on Hot Ones. Not that there's anything wrong with him being on it. Just, like the reach has definitely grown when they're getting people like that.
Well, that sounds terrifying.
What's terrifying?
Woman went in for colon surgery, woke up with a hysterectomy.
That depends on what they found in her colon?
Or just one big fuck up.
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't a big fuck up, but like without context, that there's a lot of shit that can go wrong where that could end up happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of shit that could go wrong where they're looking for something and find something else. I'm not like disagreeing it was a fuck up. I'm just saying like Stephen George, the guy, his wife I follow, his wife went in to have she's having treatment for polycystic fibrosis, and like while she was under, they found so much of the stuff like attached to her internal organs that they ended up doing a hysterectomy because like it was a complete loss. They like she woke up and the doctor like as politely as possible explained like it was the disorder was like starting to attach to like her large intestine, her like I think it was her liver. Something was low. It was like her pancreas or something. They ended up having to just be like, we got to cut everything out before this like causes some sort of horrible cancer.
They discovered stage 3 cancer.
So I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
Like, sorry it happened, but like,
Oop, sorry about that. I didn't realize I was still muted. Well,
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hi. I was like, oh, they should hear me, right? No, because I muted before I deafened. So when I undeafened, it did not unmute. Silly me. Yeah, that's a little bit tough. Where you're like, yeah, this is growing all over your internal organs, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Necessary but scary.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock. We should probably call it.
Never! We're going 24 hours! Got some two black
Right.
eyes. I just love no movement, no sound from Kiki, just like contemplating murder.
I would just hug you to death.
See, the problem is the first time anyone tries that, I'm just gonna explode in a cloud of confetti. It will invalidate my existence. I just, poof.
Job done.
Yeah, but see, then I come back as an eldritch horror, and then no one's really happy. I'm contained right now.
No, that sounds fun.
Yeah, until you start seeing fishmen.
No, no.
I already see shit like that.
Am I the only sane person left? Is that
I have a psychosis!
You say that like it's some sort of crutch you can lean on.
No, I have crutches.
I meant it metaphorically. Jesus Christ.
Ew.
Gesundheit. Probably not the best time to sneeze, huh? Hey, you're the one put all the weird shit on your face. Don't get mad at us.
Okay. Do you still want to watch crap after this?
Yeah, just let me go get another drink.
Yeah, I gotta pee, so.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Alright, toodles, everybody.
Bye! We'll switch to the other channel.
Well, yeah, on the server.
Yeah.
Toodles.
Bye!
Bye! Alright. I swear to God, if you weren't recording, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
It's recording!
Right about now, just computer dies.